Hey sis, it's Christina Paulin here. Today I am here to talk to you all more about deliverance. We have a workshop coming up, and I want to make sure that you get all of the knowledge, the wisdom, the confidence that you need in order to perform deliverance. So what I want to talk to you about today was the one thing you must do in order to walk out your deliverance. And that one thing is you must learn to guard your thoughts. So we should understand that our thoughts are created by three different sources. So we can create our own thoughts. The Father or the Holy Spirit can deposit thoughts into us, the ideas, creativity and all of that. But also the enemy can also um, deposit thoughts into our minds. And we have to make sure that we are able to discern where our thoughts are coming from. The thing about the thought or thinking is that if the enemy presents you with a thought and you do not rebuke that thought, you come into agreement with that thought, know that you have just given that thought, that thing, that entity, legal grounds, right? So as you have gone through some deliverance, you're trying to do better, and you see that now your thoughts are just kind of like they're everywhere, and this is the enemy trying to again get that legal grounds over the different parts of your life. So it's important that as you are walking out your deliverance, once you've gotten your deliverance, and even just throughout life, like pay attention to the things that are presented to your mind, and also the things that you allow to be presented into your mind. Immediately, if this is not a God-given thought, like if it's not righteous, if it's not holy, I have to rebuke it, because if I ponder on it too long, it's not going to be good. Your whole mood can change, from a thought, things that you think on, things that you ponder on. And know that this is a tactic from the enemy trying to gain legal grounds, over trying to make you come into agreement. And that could easily be like, say this can be with your spouse, your significant other, or just like a friend or family member, anyone. If you and your husband are not getting along, know that you will then start having like more bad negative thoughts like towards your husband. And if you don't agree with that, like if that's not how you feel about your husband, right, then that's something that you need to be rebuking, because it can present you with things that are not true. Now, if you are thinking a certain way about your husband, and that is truly how you feel, then that is an area that needs to be fixed or correct. Like that's how you know, what, let me start to work on this area or get deliverance in this area. But if you are presented with something that's like not true, know that you have to then start to rebuke it, because the enemy wants you to come into agreement with that. Same thing with like your coworkers or just anybody. Like if you see that, maybe someone is doing more, than you are, or they're at a different stage in their life. And that's an easy way for the enemy to start to get that envy and jealousy just by your thoughts, just as you're thinking, oh, well, how come she, has this, or how come she got that promotion, or how come, she got that new car, like I want a new car. And then these thoughts just start to go. And then next thing you know, you have then came into agreement, with different spirits. So it's extremely important that you are well aware of the different thoughts that are going through your mind. I highly suggest that sisters that go through my programs or things, that you spend like a whole day, and it doesn't matter like where you're at, but evaluating your thoughts, because you will see that a lot of your thoughts are not even your thoughts. Like it's not even how you feel. And a lot of your thoughts are not like good, holy, righteous thoughts, right? These thoughts are not going to help you in life at all, or in the moment at all. So just make sure that you are just well aware. The fantasy thoughts, the vain imaginations, all of that, you have to be casting those things down, because they open up doors, they give the enemy legal ground. So that is one thing that you must start to master if you are really trying to walk out your deliverance, is guarding your thoughts. Know that the enemy is sneaky and will try to plant things. And if you don't rebuke it, if you don't cast it down, then you will come into agreement with it, and then it will have legal grounds. And then, you will be in a worse state off than you were before you got the deliverance. So that is what I want to come and talk to you about. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and I will see you all soon.